Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Beetlejuice. It's your
Howdy. Welcome to the StreamYard of America, Canada, right now. Ooh, that's what I should have named this. Was Canada. Well, I forgot about that. Anyway, how do I hit edit? Can it kick me out? Oh, hey, maybe it won't. Oh, look at this. Boom. And then I hit boom, and I bet it does. This does. Is it working? It's working. Alright, so just been looking for some live streams. I mean, looking for some in the background. If anybody wants to jump into the chat and say, hey, here's the stream, check it out, I will. So if you know any streams, let me know. Here's a guy, he's walking through Ottawa, Canada right now. I think it's like Travel 69. Isn't that how it always is? It's always something 69. Let's see what is it. Let's see here. Travel Fund 69. How do you forget that? This guy is Travel Fund 69. He needs to give him some support. Give all your YouTube creators support. Just heard, was it Clownfish TV? Just said there was an audit in January that wiped out a bunch of subscribers from people. So just make sure you're subscribed to everybody. This is amazing. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been keeping the closest eye on this. Probably should be keeping a closer eye. And I just heard an echo, and I have been chasing echoes down for like crazy. Hang on a second. Alright guys, sorry. I didn't think I was going to even do a live thing. And let me readjust my soundproofing here. Just changing some soundproofing. You'll hear some sliding, some moving. Don't worry. The maid comes in the morning and removes all the dead hookers. So that is not what you hear. But I've got a amazing setup of sound redirecting foam to make this whole area dense without just absolutely moving into a cube. But anyway, so Ottawa is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what's going on there. You know, I haven't been paying that much attention to it. And then today, I think it got fun. What was it I listened to earlier? Oh, yeah, I was listening to a live thing on, what's the guy's name? He's Attorney Guevara. Every time I look this up. So, oh, this is funny. No way. No. Mute that. Okay. So get this one. This is new. I mean, what's going on here? What is going on? An Ohio suspect targets the wrong Ottawa with alleged bomb threat. Others have reportedly made the same mistake. Why are people calling in bomb threats? Who cares? Especially when you see a 20-year-old man from Akron, Ohio. I mean, Ohio and Ottawa, okay? They both have O's in the names. But what else do they have in common? Why are you threatening Ottawa with bomb threats? Let's see here. Mistakenly thinking he was threatening police in the Canadian capital. But he called Ottawa, Ohio. This is how stupid you are. Where is that? I swear I just heard. I swear I hear an echo. You ever hear, I don't know, like you're talking into a, like a desk fan or something like that, like just a fan. You walk past the fans at like the Home Depot, the Lowe's, the Walmart, whatever, and you go up to it and you start talking into it, and you have the robotic voice. Okay, that deal. That's what I keep hearing. It sounds like that coming from something. And I've got springs on my microphone to take any shock absorbers away, and then those are wrapped in a foam. So there's no sound. It's impossible for there to be sound. Anyway, so why do you care, okay? Why do you care? If you're in Akron, Ohio, and you're 20 years old, I mean, why do you care what the hell is going on in Ottawa, Canada? Okay? You know what you need to be doing? I mean, first of all, have you never watched the news? Obviously, you haven't. If you think it's Ottawa, Ohio. You also have never watched the news if you're calling it a bomb threat. Because you know what they do? They get people that do stuff like that, and they take it seriously. And you go to pound you in the butt federal prison for stuff like that. I mean, this is how you... If you want to become a girlfriend for life... calling a bomb threat. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Our dispatcher stayed on the line with him for quite a while. We tried to determine what was going on, Putnam County Sheriff Office Captain Brad Brubaker said about the threat, which took place Monday, according to the local Lima News. I mean, these are just, I love little areas have such things like Lima News. We ran a trace on the call due to the emergency nature of it and got a location in the Akron area. Jeez. He called back a second time, claiming he had been shot. Dude, you're gonna get all the holes you need ventilated in prison. When he found out he was talking to Ohio and not Canada, he said he hadn't been shot, but was simply trying to waste time and resources because he didn't agree with their mask mandate. What? We had the caller made the point there was no bomb. Brubaker said the young man apparently called the police in Ottawa, Ohio, after Googling the phone number with the police in Ottawa, Canada. You'd think with him being from Ohio, the 419 area code might have rung a bell. Jeez. Others have reportedly made the same mistake, prompting the department to post to its Facebook page Tuesday. Just for clarification, this page is the Ottawa Police Department in Ottawa, Putnam County, Ohio. We've been receiving calls, messages, and comments from citizens in Canada. Our office wants to ensure your messages and concerns are heard by the correct agency. Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson wrote to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in Ontario earlier this week to request 1,800 additional personnel to deal with the ongoing Freedom Convoy. But that didn't make sense. The Ottawa, Ohio Mayor Jim Watson. You just go Ottawa Mayor. I mean, we're talking about Ottawa, Ohio. This whole article. I swear, people that get this is. You see why people have taken up to the microphone and become citizen journalists? I mean, this is the stupidest thing in the world. You can't even write. And this is Fox News. This is the nationwide one. This is not a local Fox News. This is just stupid. All right, here we go. The paper of record. Let's click this link, see what they have to say. I am not going to read it in the New York Times. It'll take Oh, no. They want a video? Oh, we're not doing a video. Okay. Screw that. You ever notice, like, in New York Times, have you ever read one? And it's like 20% of the articles all you need to read. Okay, let's see. MSNBC on MSN. This one looks good. Oh, gosh, this is great. Canada. Nationwide insurrection is bringing together an unlikely and alarming alliance. This is an opinion piece by Cynthia Miller-Idris. The mayor of Ottawa, Ontario, declared a state of emergency this week. Why? How can mayors even declare that stuff? I mean, honest to goodness, you know, I've had a state of emergency after eating 5-alarm burritos. Why is this guy showing us his shoes? Dude, get back over to where you were in the action of things, dude. This is... Again, if anybody has any streams, please let me know. I mean, really, these streets are empty and boring. Okay, spiraling chaos of protests by the so-called Freedom Convoy. The 12-day siege has overwhelmed police and frustrated city residents. You know what? I just have a question about this. Just 1960s protest. Let's see here. Of course, against the civil rights protest. Where the protest moved in the 60s, race riots in the 60s. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. I thought this could be any good. This is dumb. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Sorry, I read a blog post. I didn't waste my time. Okay, about 9% of Canadian truckers are already vaccinated, which means... Oh, wait, hold on. I can't go back here. The Ottawa police described it as a nationwide insurrection. Insurrection is now a weaponized word. It has no meaning. Maybe this could be a rebellion, right? I mean, or a revolution, a uprising. Why can't this be a resistance? Right? I mean, that's the big word of the left. They love the resistance. So why can't this be the resistance instead of an insurrection? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's an insurrection. Where's my Black Law Dictionary? Okay, you know, when all else fails, I go to the source of all truth, a good old-fashioned, hardbound Black's Law Dictionary. See if it has insurrection even in here. Let's see here. I don't know how to alphabetize, so that's gonna be hard. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yes, I do have to sing the alphabet. Let's see here. That's insurance policy. That seems like that'd be close, doesn't it? There's a lot. There's like 10 pages on defining insurance in the Black's Law Dictionary. The dictionary of legal professionals, not legal professionals, because paralegals will use like a Webster's. It's the most infuriating thing I've ever seen in my life. I just realized I don't know how to spell. I don't. Absolutely don't know how to spell. Insurrection comes after insurance. Oh, wait, maybe it's not even in here. Maybe that's why I have a hard time. Sure. Insurgent. Insurrection. A violent revolt against an oppressive authority, usually a government. There you go. Black's Law Dictionary. Insurrection. A violent revolt against an oppressive authority, usually a government. Is this violent? Is this a violent revolt? I mean, you have to look at what revolt means next. I'm serious, this is a heart attack. You really would. Let's see here. I'm just going to do it real quick. With the layman term for revolt. Rise of rebellion. The insurgents revolted and had to be suppressed. This is just whatever Bing came up with. An attempt to put an end to authority of a person or body by rebelling. Cause to feel disgust. That's funny. Yeah, so it's the rebellion. So it's a violent rise and rebellion. Okay, where is it then? So you're telling me the American Revolution would be an insurrection? That's crazy. That's a crazy way of thinking of it. Somebody needs to put down the porn when they get online and actually do a legal review, a law review on that. Okay, so about 9% of Canadian truckers are already vaccinated. This is that MSNBC thing, which means these protests are less about vaccinations than the concept of mandates themselves. We should expect more of this in the years to come. Whenever you hear that, you know what I immediately think of? They're looking for more funding. In North America and across the world, and where the protests have already galvanized the far right. So the far left is just cool? I mean, that's just weird. I mean, right or left, you shouldn't be for this stuff, right? Any of this. It's stupid. It has been nearly 2 weeks since the truckers descended on the Ottawa neighborhood surrounding the Canadian Parliament, but in the days since, the protests themselves have ballooned into broader anti-government opposition. They reported 5,000 protesters in the streets. 5,000. 5,000. Do you remember? I mean, look at there's a history. Look at the term like Million Man March, Million Mom March, Million Whatever March. It's all these like, we're going to march to Washington, D.C., a million of us. And they're talking about 5,000 protesters, and this is supposed to be the end-all, say-all of the stuff. Look, so, okay, here, now you're getting to it. This looks like a shanty town. They are upset about a shanty town. This is like the world's largest... Oh my gosh, I just realized, I was about to say this is the world's largest tailgate party, but that's actually what the Georgia-Florida football game, they actually have the game at a neutral place, which is in Jacksonville, Florida. And it is bigger than this. It's 100,000 people parked, just like how this is. Hang on a second, I have Labrador puppy issues, which you have probably seen if you've been on my channel. You'll see the shorts of him trying to make America dog again. I can't control him. Okay, back, finish that. You know, I wish I had something cool going on here. This is the most boring, quote unquote, insurrection I've ever seen in my life. So it's anti-government opposition with a reported 5,000 protesters in the streets, including some who allegedly are promoting vaccine disinformation. I mean, this really does. I just read that in English. It was written in English. There's some people that are allegedly doesn't mean there are, promoting vaccine disinformation. Okay, so here's the trend. It used to be misinformation. Now it's disinformation. There's a big difference here. Disinformation. Now I'm going to do another little handy little Bing search for you, okay? Disinformation is false information, fake news, which is intended to mislead, especially propaganda issued by a government organization to a rival power or the media. Disinformation is propaganda issued by government. Okay? I don't know why they've started using this term. Peppermint Patty in the White House said this the other day for the first time. She said the term misinformation and disinformation. Like in a sense, like these people are spreading misinformation and disinformation. I go to comedy clubs and listen to women talk about their JJs. And I think it's funny. Women comedians that talk about sexual reproductive stuff are gross, okay? Like, it's not funny. Stop it. If you're a woman comedian out there, you hear this. It's not funny. Like, I know you think, like, making men feel squirmish is some sort of, like, humor. It's not. It's just weird. Anyway. Oh, here we go. American shirts. Hey, I saw you left a comment. Something I haven't had a chance to get back on this. What's going on? We've seen the video from the first week. You know, way more people. You know, it's one of those things where, like, I just kind of there's lots going on in my life right now. Jules, I like false flags. Yes. Man, I love this. Is all family here. This is awesome. Jules, I hate to think you got on right when I was saying that about comedy. I can't help it. That was that chick that just passed out, McDougal or something, McGillicuddy. That's what she was. It was so weird. You know, she passed out on stage. She said that talk about her vaccines and then her period. See, I'm feeling comfortable even saying it. And then she goes, Jesus loves me more. And then you just see her, it looks like she was struck by lightning. She starts shaking. She falls over, hits her head, and has a brain hemorrhage now. She's okay, but yeah. Okay, let's see here. So, finish this up. Conspiracy theories and engaging in criminal activity. So there's a lot of criminal activity up here. We're watching it live right now. Some protesters reportedly carried swastika flags. Did you ever see the guy in, I don't even know if I can find that. Give me a second. I'm trying to think. Where was that? Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find this. If I can find this, I will throw this over to the live thing. Okay, let's see here. There is no. The algorithm always changes stuff. This is the guy. Why do they have him covered up? That's a YouTube. Now let's change that to. can't remember my search term. This is gonna be great. Okay. So somebody told me this on Twitter once. And this is the craziest thing. I don't want to go with the truckers. I'm stuck. Okay, listen, we're going to share a different one. Stop screen. I'm going to share this just real quick. If you do a search for Charlottesville swastika flag, okay, this is that stupid thing in Charlottesville, Virginia. See this guy right here? He's the only one you ever see carrying one. There he is somewhere else. See, like, there he's from a building. There he is on the grass. That's him right there. Okay, she's like, what's going on here? There's more of him. Where did he go? There he is right here. Here he is again. And you notice, look, right here on this one, look, you can tell he just unfolded his flag. You see all the lines in it from being folded up in like a plastic bag? But it's this guy right here in this green shirt and the khakis. He's the only one with the swastika. And they talk about like this whole, it's like all this stuff. We don't know when this was. But I know that guy, the Charlottesville swastika guy. And, you know, whenever that happened, like 4 years ago, I'm going to turn that off because this is really disgusting. I hate seeing all that stuff. I don't know how to get down here. So I mess all this stuff up. Touch screen, share. And we're going to go to share screen, go back up here to the truckers because hopefully they're cool again. Share. Okay. Yeah, so not my search history. Hey, listen, that's the Mitchell, I just got on just a little bit ago. It was I was flipping through, you know, I fell asleep actually earlier, and I was flipping through and I saw this again. I saw it this morning. I saw Viva Fry, and I'm like, how many days has this gone on? Finally, I was like, I'm just going to cover this real quick because it was interesting earlier, and that's why I cut the sound off on this, because it's just now it's just the outskirts of it. I don't know what this dude's doing. I'm trying to find some more live streams. But I thought I'd go over some of these articles here because they're getting crazy. Did you see, like, they're taking, like, firewood these people had? The police were showing up and taking the wood. And then they were coming by and, like, taking, like, cans of gasoline. Which there's so many cans of gasoline laying out here. And there's no fires. There's no... I mean, this whole place, if this were America, this whole place would be burnt down by now. Yeah, Jules, not my search history. Let me tell you what, my search history, it was ruined years ago. One of the first things I had to do when I first assignment I was given as a law clerk was the KKK wanted to do a rally, and we worked for the county government, and they wanted the mayor was adamant about just stopping them. And I was like, yeah, I don't think you can. And so I spent like pretty much all summer deep dived into the whole First Amendment stuff with all them. I mean, man, my search history, it's awful. Actually, I should say, that's sad. I just thought I'd be, well, it actually ended up being First Amendment stuff. I went back after that first summer, went back to law school, took First Amendment law, and got an A in it. And I was like, yeah, well, I kind of had a lot of experience this summer. Kind of looks like it. The guy said we used to like Obama, but now we don't. Yeah, right. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on here. I thought you were just saying that. All the Charlottesville riot thing was all run by former and current Obama men and campaign people. the guy his names are on the permit is the same guy whose names are on the permit for Occupy Wall Street. Oh, and by the way, he said he was a big Trump person and all this other stuff. Then he also came out and he said that he was a big Biden person and voted for him. Was he planted there? I mean, come on. Nobody knows who that guy is. They can't find him. Or they can't find him. Come on. Oh, look. Here you go. You see all the... do you see all those diesel containers there? So people are actually bringing in fuel for the trucks because they won't sell it to them. Well, I guess they can't go either. They can't move anywhere. They showed earlier, like, people marching. I say marching. Gosh, man, it's like weird now saying marching and stuff with that Charlottesville thing. Because, see, that's how the media gets you. Because, like, you're so used to, like, this being wrong and bad. And then you see something like this. And then you see this. And it's so weird. It's creepy. Anyway, no, I saw earlier. Like, this guy here, he's carrying gas. Now, his is empty because I've carried 5 gallons of gas before, and that is not that light. In fact, where'd that go? Yeah, a gallon of gas weighs 6 pounds. So that's a 5-gallon tank. That's 30 pounds of gas. And you're not swinging that sucker around. Let's see here. Let's see. This is the Ottawa Citizen. I have one here. Now I'm watching this on whether it's streaming on my Xbox. I'm a little bit, so I've got that in the background. I don't have 2 monitors. I need extra monitors. The police will take the gas from the people and say, "Hey, why are you taking all our gas?" And the police will respond, "I'm not taking your gas. I said wagging it all away." Yes. Jimmy, YouTube, I love these truckers. Jimmy, I thought about you, man. I still don't know of any truckers that have just been on here talking. Like, you don't see any truckers or anything. It's one of the things funny. Yeah, they don't want more midnight. Oh, hey, by the way, does anybody... I missed this. I didn't understand this or anything. Detroit had a shutdown today. Did you guys see that? Like, I saw early this morning on Patriots.win, and they showed a map of Detroit, and I looked it up, man, and it was funny. Like, Google Maps showed all lanes open, but like, you went to like Apple, their maps showed like construction everywhere, or not construction, but red lines for stuff was just, I mean, traffic was just stopped, and I never got the there's still more people coming as well. That's awesome. Yeah, but I never got the thing about Detroit, what the final deal was. Right, let me see what this is. Dinley. I don't know. Oh, Randall Dinley. He's writing for the Ottawa Citizen over here. This is a day ago. Truck protests put the federal government in charge of Wellington and Sparks. I don't know what Wellington and Sparks are. It took 10 days for our most liberals to start speaking up about the problems this convoy is causing. Nevertheless, an idea that promotes public transit, active transportation, and the security of MPs themselves ought to have some resonance. And you scroll down, and there's a picture of them playing hockey in the street. I mean, the kids have on, like, reflective jackets. Okay, so Ottawa Ideas Man and former National Capital Commission board member is pushing a proposal that looks better every day with the that truckers continue to occupy our downtown. I mean, they're all out of sorts here. The truckers are not here because of Ottawa. They're protesting the actions of the federal and provincial, I can't even say, provincial governments. And yet, because the protest is taking place on city streets, it can be dismissed as a municipal matter. Pamadon is suggesting that the Wellington and Spark Street should be federally owned, formally become part of our parliamentary precinct. That would get those streets and their problems off our list and onto the federal government where they belong. Okay. So they're just complaining because Ottawa is a city and a federal city. America doesn't have that problem. So we don't understand. They're on other platforms. Oh, like, what's that thing? Facebook and stuff like that. Man, I am so lost on Facebook. You know, I don't know. I should get on it. I know that if you guys ever check out PT News, this guy, PT News guy, Steve, he's a he did trucker stuff. Oh, look, there's a cop. What are they doing there? They're just moving the truck. They have nowhere to go. That's just it. The trucks have nowhere to go. You can't move them anywhere. But anyway, the guy that starts PT News, he was like was the short distance trucking, and then he just kind of had a small little channel about trucking news every morning, and then the riots started happening in what was that 2020, that summer, and he just Spaces, hang on a second. Go home, have a very long day. I'm just saying, he's my man, make sure I drink. Love it, Jules. Yeah, let's do a Spaces sometime. I've done one before. I don't even know if it worked. I just did to see because it was like I didn't have enough followers on. Twitter, man, Twitter nailed me last year, the first week of January. And I've been their not their favorite ever since then. Facebook says yes. Hey, those right here. I give that little star there. Yeah. Mitchell and Embry have been off Facebook since January 6, 2020. That's about the same time Twitter took away about 150, 160, something like that, followers I had. And I was never getting any more followers. They were just never coming up. And it's like you had to have so many to do things like Spaces, for instance. But what's funny is that I go into Spaces and it would let me, supposedly, I mean, it looks like it was working. I had full access to it. So I don't know. Twitter, I would have stayed with just Twitter probably if I ever got traction on the platform. But I don't know. It's weird. It's the most. Twitter came later. It's hard to get off Twitter. It is. You know why? Twitter. Y'all ever listen to Clay Travis? He now is taking over. Him and Buck Sexton do the 12 o'clock that Rush Limbaugh used to have. Clay Travis, I listen to him. He used to do it afternoon, like 20-minute, 30-minute YouTube update, afternoon update. He's a smart guy. He did it right after like Rush Limbaugh's show went off. And I totally watched him become red-pilled. The guy, he was a Democrat. And he's like, first thing he said was like, hey, tax cuts are good because it's more money in my pocket. Like, how is that a bad thing? And anyway, Clay, one time he said, he's figured out what Twitter is that Twitter is a video game. You get on there and it's like, you're moving your thumbs around, right? Just like controllers and stuff like that. He's like, it's like you're playing a video game and you're trying to win something. You're trying to win against an opponent you don't see. And he's like, in the meantime, everybody just loses. which I think's funny. Yeah, Twitter, man, I love it. Especially if you anybody ever watch sports, Tennessee Vols football fans, they have taken over Twitter, and they're probably like the only, I can say for sure, like, it's not a bot run deal, because oh god, they're vicious. Like Purdue actually, they said they told their fans don't go on Twitter and mention Purdue and Tennessee at the same time. It was hilarious. Yeah, Alex Jones. I'll tell you what. The best Alex Jones. If you ever want to see a great crossover of stuff, find I think it's Friday Night Tights, which Nerd does. And they got Alex Jones on for like 2 hours. And so here you've got these, all these like just YouTube people, right? And they've all been burned, part of cancel culture, one thing or the other. And they're all just, nerds, good people, good American people. And they get Alex Jones on there. And that guy, I mean, I love him. He can talk to anybody. He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. And I didn't realize, like, I saw something afterwards where it was an old thing about it. I didn't realize how long Alex Jones had been around. And anyway, he did like this thing like in 1993 or something. It's on YouTube. And it talked about Memphis. They built a sports arena that looks like a pyramid. It's a whole big mess. It's ridiculous. But anyway, there's a skull at the top of the pyramid. And Alex Jones exposed it. How the heck he found out about it, I don't know. And anyway, it's on YouTube. I was like, what? This is crazy. I've never heard of such. And yeah, sure enough, there's a skull up there. I forget what it is. Oh, I downloaded that video. Yes, you saw that. I don't even know what's so great about it, but it was just, I ended up watching it twice. And when I said watching it twice, I was doing yard work. And I was like, this is so good. And when I was done, I was just like, there were things I knew I missed and stuff. And so I went back to it. And when me on Friday Night Tights. Yeah, I would not. I don't know. I'd have fun. I'd enjoy all that stuff. But they got big names. They got Alex Jones on there. But what's the other one besides that? You got me now on Alex Jones. Oh yeah. Any of y'all ever follow Rageaholic? That's another one, man. That guy is, dude. He is so awesome. Just when he starts going off on stuff, he reminds you of like Alex Jones' bastard child. Oh, now I've never been to Ottawa. Okay, so I have no idea what any of this is that we're looking at, but I'm amazed by like the buildings and stuff. Like it's how old is this? Is this stuff? I mean, this looks like new buildings, but they're constructed. They look older. And something else that amazes me, and I'm sure that Canada's like this, is like it seems like up north, like northern buildings and whatnot, they're built tighter than in the south. In the south, you close the door and you can feel the wind breeze upstairs. I visited my aunt. She lives in Wisconsin, and so up in Wisconsin, I was so impressed by like how tight that house was. Well, then she starts telling me about 40 inches of snow being normal or something. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Razor Fist is base as hell. Yes. Razor Fist. He's on YouTube, and looks dusty. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It does. Well, dusty. Heck, man, it's got to be salt and sand, right? I mean, they got to be using a ton of salt up there. What does that say? Peacefully. See, I need to find some more stuff here. So we got those. I want to see some stuff. There was a councilwoman today or something that, man, she was just going off on the people up there. Can't protest unprecedented. Protests, we need to know about the anti-vaccine convoys. Oh, these are always great. What you need to know about the anti-vaccine convoys. This is on MSN. Freedom over fear, no mandates. That's a good-looking truck. Canada has had enough. Horn-blowing demonstrators demanding an end to Canadian COVID-19 vaccine mandates have caused gridlock in the capital since late January. Guys, that's how far I've been out. I thought today was Tuesday. The mayor of Windsor, Ontario, where protesters have closed the Ambassador Bridge border crossing to the United States, choking trade, said police were preparing to physically remove. That's all it says. Police were physically removed. This was 7 hours ago. Yeah, I didn't know about that. They blocked the bridge, huh? Let's see here. We needed protests. How'd the protests start? Started in late January. Post-vaccinated quarantine mandates. Like, their HTML on MSN is completely messed up. Instead of having links, they have the full HTTPS : // I mean, it's the full address here. In the middle of a sentence. What are the authorities doing? Canadian authorities are scrambling to end the Ottawa occupation, hoping a combination of criminal charges, traffic tickets, and the prospect of losing access to fuel will end the blockades. Oh my gosh, they cut off the fuel. Y'all, you do realize this is going to become Mad Max. It's just going to become Mad Max. They still have statues up. Let's see here. Oh, dude, don't worry about it, man. Mitchell's like, oh yeah, salt. Prepares the camps. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Gosh, man, y'all are crazy. You get me on here, and I was like, I was just gonna do this for a little bit. I fell asleep. I was watching Jack Reacher, which I'm really enjoying that show. I can't believe they made it, to tell you the truth. All right, so your protesters say they are peaceful, but some protesters say they're peaceful, but some waved Confederate flags and swastikas in the occupation's early days. Okay, here's the thing: it's Confederate flags and swastikas. No, it has Confederate capitalized. Swastika isn't. So it's just swastikas. Like, I don't know, they drew them on sidewalks or something. With Confederate flags. Oh, they were so bad. They were like, okay, Civil War flags are like the coolest thing in the world. If you just want to get lost in some dumb history, start looking up like early American battle flags. All of them from Revolutionary War all the way through the Civil War. And they're just really amazing. Some of them are. And the Confederacy, why they ever got away from their first flag, and that's still the one that I've always thought of as like the Confederate flag with like 3 bars and the circle. And then they take I honestly, goodness, until I had to start saying something intelligent, I always called it the General Lee flag. Even though General Lee had his own flag. He literally had his own flag. But they take this stupid battle flag, which was like the 1st Army of Tennessee's flag. I mean, it's so stupid. It's this evil thing. And it has become Hollywoodized. It is overdone. Oh my gosh, Maximum Overdrive is so good, and nobody has seen that movie. I swear. Oh, I got it. Okay, I used to be so into 80s B movies. You know, like the ones that like if you find them on DVD, and there's no way they're on Blu-ray. They're always on DVD bargain bins, right? And you find them and you watch them, and it's literally, it looks like they took the VHS tape and recorded it over the DVD. And Maximum Overdrive, man, it's so few. British Columbia was saying the South will rise again. Yes, yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember. I mean, listen, I'm from Memphis. Okay, Memphis is a very southern classical town like that. Like you think of like Atlanta is. I used to live in Jacksonville. So that's another town like that. And you see those slogans all the time, like "Keep your Confederate money, the South will rise again." I mean, you used to not be able to go into a truck stop. You didn't see bumper stickers that said that. And oh look, here's a flag. They're passing a flag, or already passed a flag that has a cross in it, or an X. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised there isn't an alternate history movie where the Confederacy left the South and went to Canada. The glowy symbol, yes. Oh my gosh, the glow. That's what the dude with that swastika in Charlottesville is. Total glowy, total glowy. And again, this guy is Travel. What I say was Travel Fun 69. I mean, Travel Fun 69 does not sound like a normal dude on YouTube. Oh look, I love the police are here. Even the police are blocking streets now. Like I said earlier, there's an article that said there's 5,000 protesters there. 5,000. I mean, high school football games get 5,000 people. Sheraton, hello to you. I'm trying to catch up here. I'm going down through the thing. I don't know what I said. Whenever I see lols as the expert, I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know what I said. I'm sorry. We will block you from blocking by blocking. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, we're going to block you by blocking by blocking. Oh, no, there's a flag up there on top of that building. So, hey, wait a second. Is the Canadian flag now like a new form of Confederate flag, which is the maple leaf swastika? I mean, this is so crazy. This is like, it really truly is. It shows that like the stereotype of Canadians being super nice. I mean, this looks fun. I hate to say it. This just looks like fun people to hang out with. I mean, look at this. Look, there's like 3 squad cars. If this was in America, those squad cars would be on fire. I mean, this is like, they're just like hanging out. I'm surprised companies aren't sending in their trucks. Like, you know, could you imagine like Walmart sending in the thing just so they have the advertising? I mean, it's all shut down. You might as well join it. You might as well get the free ads out of it. I hope he walks right through the middle of this. This is what I've been looking for. I mean, look at that. It's like this is Canadian Chaz or Chad or whatever it was. Let me see here. Police in Ottawa have made more than 24 arrests while issuing more than 1,300 tickets for noise and other violations. Carleton University criminologist. I have no idea what Carleton University is. Let me be me. Freedom. We are all essential. I love it. So they say Ottawa police lost their enforcement opportunity when the convoy first rolled into town at the end of January. Honestly, I'd love to see that. Like, I want to see a video of like this whole thing being done. Of course, I don't want one of those videos where it's like, and then, you know, it'll be like they spot one Confederate flag that still has the creases on it. And oh look, there's a letter. flags those are. It's just hard to get behind a flag with a leaf on it. That's the problem. Jesus is King. Look, they've got to figure out JesusIsSavior.com. That's what everybody ought to be doing. Oh my gosh, someone brought porta potties in. Somebody's got to be able to bring those porta potties out. U-Haul, yeah, I know. Yeah, here it'd be like a U-Haul. They'd probably have like a Ryder truck or something and be like, make references to Timothy McVeigh. Which, by the way, what did I see? Was that who is that guy? He's got a great YouTube channel. Forrest. I thought I subscribed to him. I have to find him, man. This guy, he does Google Earth YouTube channel stuff. And he goes like, history. Like he had like the history of the Titanic. He shows where it left dock and went all the way to like, I don't know, the bottom of the sea. Oh, bathroom break. Chicks and Boots. Where did I see? I missed Chicks and Boots. How do you drive the stakes into the pavement with a gosh, what are those things called? A pneumatic air gun, right? Like nail gun? Sledgehammer. I'm not going to hold the stake while you throw that sledgehammer at it, though. I mean, this is just crazy. I don't mean crazy in a bad way either. It's like, this is like the most riled up Canada has to get at anything, which I think is hilarious. Like somewhere right now, people are seething, thinking to themselves. I mean, they're trying to call this racist, for crying out loud. Like that's, the narrative has gone overboard. I mean, we've all known that the narrative's gone overboard a long time ago, but I mean, it's gone overboard for normies when you start calling like, oh look, here's 3 kids in sweatpants. There must be racist. I gotta see here. What are the options for police? This is that MSN article I can't get through. Canada has laws and bylaws against blocking traffic. Oh, I didn't know there's a guy here talking. Hang on a second here. Let's see here. Let's see what they have to say.
You're doing great. Thank you for helping freedom. Yeah. Thank you, truckers.
Dude, do this interview.
For freedom.
Yeah, I lost so many. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Just one of the original viewers. I've been watching
Is
since
this guy
day
gonna
one.
say anything or not?
Yeah, I watch it. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, he's wearing a Louis Vuitton sweatshirt. Okay. I have a hard time. I don't know how to speak Canadian. So, First Nation people here as well. Yeah. So, yes, there is. Yes. It's funny how they're no one ever thinks about the First Nations, right? They don't really like any type of federal government. Until she passed by. Well, she doesn't pass out. Oh, jeez. I never thought about Canadian chicks, but then you got Shania Twain. Well, like every time they get a good-looking chick, she comes to America. You got Shania Twain, Pamela Anderson, Celine Dion, skinny. Let's see here. Okay, I'm done. With this, it's reading about what are the police options for this. Oh, hold your books. This is it. Oh, we need another impeachment. A former Trump official. This is on Yahoo Life. It's from The Independent. A former Trump official has been spotted at Ottawa's trucker protest convoy. A one-time science advisor under Trump? Blasphemy. So the Trump administration has been in Ottawa for several days participating in the trucker convoy. Paul Alexander, somebody who no one's ever heard of before, has described his presence there as a personal mission. Oh, CBC's Alexander Panetta reports. During his time in the Canadian capital, he has appeared on stage at news conferences alongside People's Party of Canada leader Maxime Bernier, and has been tweeting about supplying fuel to protest truckers. Who is this guy? Paul Alexander? Anybody follow him on Twitter? Where's my phone at? I lost my phone. Let's see. Let's lift this back up. I'm going to go to Twitter real quick. This is going on. I'm going to miss out on everything. I'm not paying attention to the chat. That's always going to burn me. Let me come back. Be like, I gotta catch up here. And Twitter doesn't want to work for me. This is weird. I'll spell Paul Alexander. I got Coach Paul Alexander. P. Alexander, PhD. Well, he's being followed by Gina Carano, so this has to be the guy. Oh, yeah, this is the guy. I'm going to follow this guy. Paul Alexander, PhD. No, go back up there. Let's see here. He retweeted a deal. Let's find him. Help me share the truth about the convoy. I'm going to retweet this. Trump admin science advisor. There you go. Okay. I'm sure people are going to understand that. So anyway, this guy, Mr. Alexander, who spoke at the Defeat the Mandates rally in Washington, D.C. earlier this year, also claims that he has been contacted by people hoping to organize a similar convoy in the U.S., which the Department of Homeland Security has already issued a warning about. What's the warning? The truckers have common sense, Mr. Alexander told CBC, adding that the possible U.S. version of the protest is going to be massive, and politicians had better pay attention. While the Ottawa protest is an anti-mandate, not anti-vaccine. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's the anti-mandate. And, you know, if you listen to... all right, here you go. 7 minutes over. She passed by, passing around. Lots of First Nation people here. I did see where they said eating meat was... Oh, Mitchell! Oh, my gosh! That's the greatest thing I ever saw in my life. Yes, I saw Yellow Flash had a thing on it. Oh, gosh. I forgot about it the last 2 hours. The eating meat is racist is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It may be Yellow Flash's greatest 8-minute video there is. He even said in there, he goes, the full comments of that woman need to be done for a live stream. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. It's eating meat is racist. It's hate. I forget what it is. It is hateful to eat meat. And I'm like, man, I'm going to hate the crap out of some stuff here later on. Yeah, man, they need some pressure washers out there to get the salt off those cars. Look at that. Anyway, yes, it's absolutely the craziest thing in the world. Okay, let's see. What is Paul Alexander? Let's finish his up. See here. I don't care who you are. Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on. Well, the Ottawa protest is anti-mandate, not anti-vaccine. Mr. Alexander is very critical of also vaccines, saying they should be. I'm not even going to talk about that. See those? No, don't want to talk about any of that. But anyway, yeah, I think the thing is mandates. And it's funny. Viva Fry had a really good comment the other day about this whole thing, and he's talking about Canada, of course. I have no idea what's legal, what isn't legal there. I have no idea what's legal, what isn't legal. Oh wait, that looks like the guy, that Paul Alexander guy. I swear, where's this? No, so Paul Alexander, I swear, that guy they just showed on TV, or they just walked past there. There's a picture. It looks just like that guy. Standing next to this guy just reading about Paul Alexander. Hang on, you got me, man. I gotta do this. So anyway, Viva Fry talked about the he was in a street debate with somebody, which that is as dumb of an idea as it sounds. A street debate. There is no debate anymore. That's the sad thing. People that actually enjoy debates and debating, there just isn't it. You don't have that. Meat is racist. Oh, this is a common thing. Oh, it's racist and anti-Semitic. Oh my gosh. Buying meat is now racist. What is going on here? Race theory affects racism, mental health. No. Yeah, what is no, the whole meat is hate. That was what the thing was that Flash had up there, I think. Well, I don't see. Oh, geez. MSN says, why 2022 is the year we should cut back on meat and go flexitarian. You notice they want everything to be fluid, as they say, or flexy or whatever. If you bought it, a truck brought it. That is so true. Yeah, that Bronco. I really want to like it. And then it's like I saw one today. It had the worst color I think I've ever seen in my life. And then I looked down at the tires and I thought to myself, is that two-wheel drive? Because that would just make that somewhere a puppy cry. But then you see some, like the ones with the soft tops. They just take all that stuff off, man. Like, you don't need a top on it. Get some, what's the wetsuit material to make seat covers and that stuff. That's what you need. Get that. Heck, just get a plastic tarp and put on your seats. And let's let it rain. I used to have it cheap, and it was fun. Yeah, it did. It says sport on it. Are sports, are they not off-road? Let's see here. They do that because they want you to starve and not reproduce. Eat the insects and live in your pod until you die. Dude, it is like... I know the whole joke is about, like, the Matrix, you know? Like, living in the Matrix and all of that stuff. But, like, you say the pod and eat the insects and stuff. It's like they saw the Matrix and they thought that was a good idea. It's so weird. You know, just if these people would just, they would talk about not using electricity or whatnot. If they would just get off the grid and go be by themselves somewhere and not worry about what other people are doing, it'd be amazing how everything would continue to flourish. The world does not flourish. Yeah, the whole thing about yin and yang and good and evil and everything, that's always going to happen. You're always going to have two sides of something. But until both sides are, whenever both sides get together, well, one, it's kind of scary, but two, great things happen. Like, and that's why I think everybody romanticizes about World War II. There were just Americans versus the rest of the world. Every war was feel that way. And then now we're going to Ukraine for some reason. Yeah, they have books about this. They're small SUV. Yeah, Mitchell, they are small. I need an SUV for my dogs. My dogs go everywhere with me. Glad I'm on the right side. I agree. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, gosh, man, all this. I remember this when I was in college, man. I be around liberals, and it's like they wanted to be around me because I had fun. But yet at the same time, they would go back and just, they have to go back to virtue signaling. And I'll just be like, oh, just shut up. Like, you guys are so dumb. And, they didn't say much after that. Trump people in the UN tells Western governments. Oh, yeah. There's so much there are so many books out there on all this stuff. There's just, they have so much stuff like that they're teaching, and that's the thing. It's like the new thing. It seems like if it's written in a book, it is it's like it's written by a prophet. It's automatically prophesized. And okay, look, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Love the original movies, and I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I love that statement. But it's like people start talking about canon and everything. And then they talk about to understand, I don't know, one of the sequels, you have to read this book. And I'm like sitting there going, no, it's a movie. I shouldn't have to read a book to understand a movie. But it's, for some reason, this idea has become that if it's written in a book, all of a sudden it's everything. And I'm like, books aren't hard. Okay, they've been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. What's the Gutenberg press? I can't remember right now. But yeah, it's a weird thing. Well, isn't that Agenda 21? Isn't that what it's called? The short form of it? Yeah, the Great Reset. That's I can't keep up with it all. That's the problem. I used to be able to just sit there and go through it all, and now it's funny because I don't know. You read enough of this stuff, you hear enough of it, and you start seeing it. It's the same thing going over and over again with just new trendy names. Got a Great Reset. And it's funny. It is, and it's because people are going to start seeing it as like how everything changed. You don't have the variety of paper you used to have, which I think is so weird. I saw a thing about Pepsi, PepsiCo, whatever, the big conglomerate. They have so many brands underneath them. And I mean, it was a ridiculous amount of items that they produce. I had no idea it was like this. It was since the shutdowns and everything, they've reduced 150 different varieties of things they used to make. And it's talked about because of shipping and resources and all this other stuff. And, they weren't that good as sellers anyway. And I'm like, well, that's what it boils down to. Because everybody was afraid of, if you take off something off the shelf, could you imagine, we were taught this in public relations. The whole debacle on New Coke. Could you imagine that with Twitter today? You'll own nothing, you'll be happy. You know what's funny? You say the fourth industrial revolution. We really are on the cusp of a new. This is just my own opinion. I mean, I don't have anything to back this up. I'm not a theologian by any means, but we're really on the cusp of something, and it's with the cottage industry. And you look at how cheap things are getting. I mean, people are buying machinery that I have no idea how it works, what it'd be for, anything else, but they're getting it from like Harbor Freight for, super cheap because it's all coming from China. But they're able to do things with it that before you need to have a shop. You need to have access to it. That guy is way too happy. Oh my gosh, he has a huge head, and he's pure Canadian. Look, he's got the mullet. I love it. Canadians and Southerners both have mullets. Oh, there we go. The Confederacy went to Canada. This is the Great Confederate Uprising here. But anyway, here's all the streaming services. Yeah, I gotta look into BlackRock. But there's it's a cottage industry now. It's coming back, and there's so many little things, and I found it really because I like these like EDC videos. Your everyday carry. And I know this sounds really funny. Like, I love little tiny pry bars. Why? Just little pocket crowbars. I have no idea why. It's the stupidest thing. But I think they're neat. Never need to pry bar anything in my life. And I love those things. And there are people out there that make some that are just unbelievable. And they're making all these tools and everything for your pocket, or to go into a leather organizer now. It's all handmade. It's amazing what's happening, and you see it if you go further and you see like the quote unquote ghost guns, which we should be talking about. Those things are bad. They're scary. Have you heard about that? You need to get rid of those things. They're making them with a drill press. It's unbelievable what is happening, and I guess a lot of it's because you got the internet. I just hope that people are downloading the instructions to USB drives or printing them out. That's the scariest thing, is that nobody buys printers anymore. Oh, yeah, I gotta look up BlackRock. This is the second time I've heard of him. I'm gonna go turn this guy's volume on. He looks happy.
Is this on YouTube?
No, it's just a Facebook group.
Oh, Facebook group.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
yeah, Facebook group.
I'm
Newfie in Ottawa.
Newfie in Ottawa.
Damn! We
Oh,
love our
what?
Newfies too. We know that.
Just started it,
Hey,
so
it's all good.
I started uploading some videos that I did throughout the week, and I'll continue on keeping on fighting the good fight.
All right, yes, my son, yes, sir, bye. All right, there, the Newfies represent. We got lots of Newfies in the chat here too, man.
Awesome.
So yeah, they're gonna check you out.
Awesome. I should get none day. Bye.
Ah, yes,
I don't even know what
sir.
to say.
How you doing?
Absolutely,
Love
man.
you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
Okay, I
guys.
love
All right,
people
thanks,
like
man.
this.
Thanks for
I
shouting
love
that out,
people
man.
like this.
Awesome,
Oh, I
man.
love his
Awesome.
outfit. I love he's got
Lewis
his
Cobble.
work bibs on. Dude, guys like that, they're so full of energy. They're so jacked into they just love it. Like when it's like they've been sitting there, like this guy looks like he works in a shop or something, or else that's how Canadians dress. I don't know. And he's he gets out and he sees all this. He's like, this is so cool. This is everything I've ever been talking about. People actually listen to my ham radio broadcast. And the guy looks great. He's just awesome. He's just like thrilled, loving it all. I do have to admit, I've had more than my share of running into somebody like that. And I'll turn and I'll look at my wife, and she looks at me kind of funny. I'm like, my people. It's like you start talking to somebody and you know that what they're talking about. And next thing you know, you've got a friend for life, it seems like. But all this stuff, man, it's just, there's so many people. Look at this. This is turning into like, I'm surprised there aren't sidewalk preachers out here. He's going back past that cop car he's at earlier. Is blue the color of Canadian Christmas? And look, they still have their whatever racist statue, I'm sure that is up there. No graffiti. There hasn't been any. Later. Yeah, I hear you, man. Oh yeah, I gotta go too. It's God, I didn't realize what time it was. Holy cow. Oh man, I didn't realize how long I've been on here for either. Yeah, I do. I'm supposed to be somewhere after 7. But the flowers. The flowers. Oh, jeez. I mean, look at that. These guys are just... You know what this looks like? It looks like it's sanctioned by the government. It's blocked off. You're going to go back in there. You know, they close the street off because there's like parades and I don't know. You know, it's a festival. It's like a 4th of July festival. This doesn't look like a protest. A protest? I mean, you got to burn buildings down. I mean, that's what we're used to. It's awful. And this is just, from where some of these protests were, this is just miles away. Oh, wow. Everybody's coming with a new sign, and they're walking around with them. I love it. Literally called Freedom Festival. It is. Freedom Festival. Freedom Festival. So this is great. America's Shirts Are First.com. If anybody's listening to this, you need to check out that site. Get your freedom shirts there. They are they're lit. Actually, I can't say that, can I? They're lit. I mean, people might take that bad. Food, drinks, dancing, on and on. Yes, total party time. It is a freedom festival. I'm surprised. Well, no, wait, hold on. Nickelback's not cool anymore, right? I mean, well, I don't know if they ever were. I don't want to get into that discussion. But, like, you know, they should have, like, a stage where the bands that they're playing. Here's the question I have. Do they have that lingering smell of burning marijuana? I bet there's not. I bet there's not at all. How many people have been arrested for drugs? How many sexual assaults have there been? None of this has been reported. This is cool. Need the t-shirt that says, like, whatever day this started on. And, you know, Freedom Festival Canada. I'm just checking out these flags. I swear this just looks like a it looks like a football tailgate. This is the Ottawa tailgate party. Giant Love Fest. You know, the first time I looked over and I saw Giant Love Fest, I thought it said Giant Leaf Fest because, you know, Maple Leaf. I'm guessing where my brain went to. But look at those. Okay, so are these churches here? I wish I knew a Canadian. Like, I don't even know if they have church in Canada. I love those. I love those balloons. I mean, has anybody seen any Let's Go Brandon flags? Right? I mean, I'm surprised that they're not up there, passing out like Trump flags and stuff like that and trying to blame him for all this. There's not a single Trump flag in this thing. That's what I'm going to say. They used to say it's racist. There's Confederate flags. People say, well, there's no Trump flags. So, I mean, how could it be racist, right? Oh my gosh, they have... I thought they threw those flags away. No, that's a Canadian flag on a hockey stick on the side of a garbage can. This is... They have a camper. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at this. Oh. Look at the size of that generator. Oh, they're not going anywhere. Oh my gosh. Look at the just old buildings. Stay connected. Thank you, love. It's my new normal. Love is my new normal. I love that. Oh, look at that. It's all written in red. It's got to be hate. There's a swastika somewhere. Well, there's a I don't know, man. This crazy fringe they've turned the world into those old Tootsie Roll commercials or whatever. Everywhere I think I see a Tootsie Roll to me or something. They think they see a swastika everywhere. This is the largest collection of rednecks I've ever seen. This is awesome. Who knew Canada had rednecks? Really, honestly, this just reminds me of going to a NASCAR race. I love the Jolly Roger. Look how the wind's blowing there, though. Excuse me. I gotta jump off shortly here. Give it a couple more minutes. I gotta go to sleep, but man, this is a great thing. Hey, I'm gonna have this up on Twitch and Twitter, somewhere on Twitter, and on YouTube. So if you're coming in here anytime later, you know, nobody's gonna make it this late, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, subscribe, share. Find your favorite YouTuber and do the same for them. Pass the love around, because if you vaguely like any of this content, the algorithm's gonna be vicious this year. It's gonna be really vicious this year. I already heard. I said this earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I think it was Clownfish TV said January was an audit month, and I forget how many subscribers they lost. And since he's over here in this chat, check out America's Shirts Are First.com. It's got some cool stuff over there. It's you know what, you're gonna need a new t-shirt, because spring break's coming up, and everybody should enjoy spring break. Hang on here, I want to see this Jeep they're coming up on, or whatever that is. Do they have that thing? They're working on cars here? They took the wheels off. Oh my gosh, they took the wheels off. Look at that truck. They took the wheels off. Like, I'm sorry, we can't move. We have no wheels. They took the wheels off their truck. Oh my gloriousness. Never underestimate a redneck with a six-pack. They sell them by the barrels up there, right? That's what they're called, like a quarter barrel, half barrel. The most base t-shirts on the planet. That's right. That's right. You've heard of base stick man? This base t-shirt man right here. America Shirts Are First.com. It's hard to read that all as one thing. I don't know why it is for me. That's why I like saying it. That's why I like saying it. I want to make sure it gets said out there. Okay, so I gotta admit, like, I've got two streams. I'm watching this other stream back, and on the big TV, and it's like a 10-second delay here. And I come back, I'm like, wait a second, I'm off on this. This is just cool. Man, we're gonna get right to this guy. We're gonna see what he has to say. Oops, I paused. I didn't mean to.
Man, appreciate it so much. Yeah.
Oh, they are hitting the bongos. You can't have a freedom festival without bongos, right? Look at this truck. It's written all over
nice.
it.
You got her.
I got just like you. Very
that's wicked.
Dude,
awesome.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
amazing.
Awesome.
And I did check out the channel. So it looks like you've done a good job. I saw it all over
It's the
Thailand.
DJI
Thank you so much
Gimbal
for that.
5
Yeah.
just came out.
It's interesting. You come across people and you learn something new.
Absolutely. Travel, whenever you can.
So did you streamed the other day when I was talking to you for 11 hours?
12 hours in, no, not every day, but yeah.
The washroom in that time?
Yeah, a couple, I think twice or three times,
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we all. Oh, heck, I've been doing this 2 hours tonight. I had no idea I was doing this long. So anyway, listen, guys. Love y'all as always. Love this place. This is fun. This is a great time. And let's continue to grow. Let's continue to do this. Just down with insurrections. Down with disobedience. Those are always. We always have to use our caveats at the end of this. None of this stuff is supported by Americans. This is all crazy Canadians. AmericaShirtsAreFirst.com. Check him out. He's out of here. I'm going to be out of here. So until next time, love you guys. Peace. And I wish I had an exit outro that was Braveheart saying freedom. But I don't, so Godspeed, everyone.